What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here. I have a really quick video, so quick I'm not even going to put the intro in because realistically the video is going to be shorter than the intro probably, and that is that I don't want you to miss out on this ginormous potential mistake you could be making when it comes to the brand new feature in the game, Odyssey. Odyssey is a great addition to the game. You get tons of really awesome rewards just for completing basic things in the game that you're going to want to complete anyways. However, there are some events in here, some things you have to complete that are incredibly, potentially at least incredibly time gated. The first things first here is dismiss 5 epic heroes. This is an insanely time-gated option if you are not a whale or someone who's about to do a giant summoning session, because you have to dismiss 5 epic heroes, and unless you're in the position of having played the game for a long period of time, those epic heroes may not be worth dismissing just to continue pushing on with this Odyssey event. And so because of that, this could be a very potentially dangerous place to get caught. So keep in mind that you're going to want to keep your extra heroes, potentially all your epic heroes that you might dismiss, as well as potentially legendary heroes. I don't know how far this goes and whether legendary heroes are actually a possibility when it comes to part of dismissing, but the fact that we have dismissing 5 epic heroes right off of the gate here means that there's a good chance we're going to have either large numbers of epic heroes, like potentially 10, 15, or 20 down the line when we get closer to picking up the new champion in it, but also we could potentially see the option, or the requirement rather, for Odyssey to dismiss a legendary hero. Now, I've been playing the game for a very long time, and I have all or most of my epic heroes at A5, so this first part isn't going to be difficult for me. However, if legendaries are a option, I have no legendaries at A5. In fact, I don't even think I have a single legendary at A3. If we go through and we look, you'll see here that the highest legendary I have is A2, not including Volca, because Volca is a little bit of a different story. But we have Kineza, Aurum, Nocturne, Allura, Hotsut, Nyx, and Cerberus, and Cetrum all at A2. We don't have a single champion at A3. And I think that that's something to keep in mind. I'm hoping that the Odyssey doesn't have that as potential. But because of the fact that we are seeing that not all of these are retroactive, for example, the Tide, the Campaign, and the Gear stages do seem to be retroactive, which is really, really good. But there are going to be some that aren't. For example, upgrading a Demon Soldier one time, probably not retroactive. So if you are participating in the game at the time that this is being released, we do have the Demon Crusade that has just started, which is going to give you copies of Demon Soldiers. I highly recommend you do not upgrade them right away, because of the fact that this potentially could be not retroactive. Same thing goes as far as we go down, we get to the point of clearing stage 10 or above in Gear Raid 1 manually is probably not retroactive. Going down further and further, you'll see that there are a lot that are going to be potentially not retroactive. So I think it's something important to keep in mind that you save some of these resources. For example, if we were to remember the Volca quest line, where you were able to get your first copy of Volca, it did require you to use things like legendary skill dust and skill crystals in order to level up certain skills. And that became a bottleneck for a lot of people because they used all of their stuff to progress. So it's something to keep in mind that you should keep some of these more valuable resources a little bit handier, because it may end up being you may get screwed on your progression in Odyssey if you don't. For example, I myself am currently stuck on this because I have no epic heroes that I want to break down. And that's difficult for me because I want to have a copy of every hero at A5 if possible, so not having any extras lying around is not super surprising. Now, luckily for me, I do have a good chunk of summons available for me to summon in the upcoming events, which does mean that I'm going to be able to get my hands on a epic or two. So I should be able to make good progress through the Odyssey. However, some of the other stuff may be more difficult. And if you're not in my position, same thing for you. But guys, like I said, I wanted to make this quick. We just hit 5 minutes. It was a little longer than I wanted it to be. But I want you guys to make sure you don't waste these precious resources before you get to the part where they may be required. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video, and hit subscribe to be aware of all the content coming out on the channel in the future. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.